Hello and welcome to another episode of RetroFutureActive. Today we're doing Pincombo with Star Trek: The Next Generation. A fantastic Williams machine. All right, my basic technique is I just try to advance through the stories. If you can get to the story modes, then you can get to the Final Frontier, which is the Big Wizard mode. So I just try to pick up off the stories whenever possible. With the asteroid here, you just try to hit it right up the middle to that flashing target, and it does a countdown. You don't get it by 5. Thank you, Data. So I screwed that one up, but it did advance the story. You do want to do better on the missions, and that way you can get the different special items, which will come into play when you complete all the stories. Dilithium crystals being one of those 4 items. We notice we have a weird-looking ball today. It's based on the Borg ship. When you play these things digitally, you can get different little ball packs, and they have a Star Trek one that comes with the Federation, a Borg, and a Klingon. Already up to Lieutenant. Rescue's a good one. And this one, what you try to do is get it in that center scoop or the ramp just to the left of it, or our right-hand ramp. Isolinear chips. That's the one of the 4 items that you'll want once the Final Frontier kicks in. So we're on a good pace. Can't seem to hit anything, but we're on a good pace. I had the opportunity to work with Patrick Stewart years ago. I was a sound guy on a production of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf that he did at the Guthrie Theater. And I remember, oh, there we go. I remember the first time I saw him, he was in the green room, and I was a big Patrick Stewart fan, not just because of Star Trek, but because of his Shakespeare work, and I mean, he's Patrick freaking Stewart. But there were a lot of people in there, and I didn't want to harass him. I'd have plenty of opportunities to meet him, and I was there to do a job, so I went to the production office and got the paperwork that I needed. And as I was walking past the green room, I heard Patrick call out from inside the green room, "Ryan, you better get in here. We're talking about you." And that's when I got to meet Patrick Stewart. So that was pretty cool. He was a lot of fun to work with, a consummate professional, just always working. Boom. These are harder to do in the video versions than they are in the physical ones. Sometimes you'll see people will mount lasers as a mod to the front of it so you can actually laser track those targets. But fire all weapons. One just great thing about this game is the sound. This is one of the best sounding games out there. It's one of my favorites. In fact, it's a source of a terminology I use to describe my favorite sound effects that an individual game will have. I call it a whispering Picard. Because before the 3rd ball goes, you have an opportunity to either get one of 2, possibly 3 different Picards. I think there's a wishing you good luck. There's a kind of very casual commandery, good luck. There's a more forceful kind of good luck. And then my favorite is a very, very personal good luck. It's a whispering, it's like good luck. Ooh. Extra ball. And so whenever I have a favorite sound effect for a game, I call it the Whispering Picard, because I hope we get one later in the game. We'll see. All right, I'm just plugging away through the missions. This one is easy to do. Almost any passageway is. Oh! Okay. There we go. That was, I did well enough that I got the item. So I think we're on a good path. If we, yeah, you have to do better than that. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Boom. And that all starts Q's challenge. Well, and now we got the board. There are three major play modes going on here. You got the board, multi-ball. You have the missions, and then you have the Romulan / Ferengi ship.
You will be assimilated.
Boom.
Jackpot. Resistance is futile.
So basically, I'm just trying to hit anything that has a flashing red light on it.
Jackpot.
Ooh.
Super jackpot. Damage to the shields. The shields are at maximum. Super jackpot.
I think it just said Singing Stone collected, and that's the fourth item, so I think we're doing good. Back to Q's challenge now that we're down to single ball. There we go. Early upon working with Patrick Stewart, I was in a green room and I was reading a graphic novel. And Patrick walks in and goes, "Ryan, you like comic books?" And I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Do you know anything about the works of Warren Ellis?" And I reached into my bag and pulled out like 3 different Warren Ellis trade paperbacks. I was an active member on the Warren Ellis forum, an old online group that he was a kind-hearted despot of Warren Ellis. And so Patrick Stewart and I would normally talk comic books on his initiation. So yeah, the captain of the Enterprise would seek me out to talk about comic books. So that's pretty cool. He borrowed my copy of From Hell. I did get it back. Turned him on to Hellblazer. Patrick said that he would love to play a Spider Jerusalem if he was just younger. And my suggestion all those years ago was, let's do it animated.
Set coordinates for the Alpha Quadrant. Beta Quadrant.
Okay, got the Beta Quadrant.
Fantastic. Set coordinates for the Alpha Quadrant.
Oh, just missed it.
20 million.
Oh. Well, that sets us up for Final Frontier. So all I have to do is start a mission.
Shoot again.
Our mission. Boom, here we go. 1 dilithium crystal, 100,000. 1 isolinear chip, 100,000. Or 100 million. Singing stone. And that delirium, whatever sphere. I got 1 billion! Woohoo! All shots are worth 100 million. So, boom. This is the insane, whoa, wizard mode for beating all the missions. Woohoo! Woohoo! I don't get here every time, so this is exciting for me as well. There we go. Whoa! Oh! Oh. 2.3 billion. Oh. Discordianism goes deep in this one.
Shoot again.
Oh. That's just exhausting, you know. Oh. That's the big boom of the game. All right, plug through missions. See if we can do it again. Because the nice thing is we already have the 4 items. So if you manage to actually get through it again, that's another billion right there. It's a long slog. And I'm kind of exhausted and I have to be somewhere soon, but we're going to give this a go. It is, after all, the 50th anniversary of Star Trek when I'm playing this. So, thank you, Star Trek. Happy 50th. You can hear me talk more about Star Trek over on another podcast called Enterprising Individuals, in which my friend Aaron Coker talks to different people about different individual episodes of Star Trek. I've done one in the past on yesterday's Enterprise, and depending on when you hear this, the second one, which was on, what was the name of it? The big two-parter, Best of Both Worlds. Ooh, did you hear that? That was the Whispering Picard. Good luck. Got it. All right, this is the last ball after a bunch of extra balls, so. I am just not hitting these targets today.
Cruising at warp factor 2. The kickback is ready.
Thank you, Data. The other episode of Best of Both Worlds where the Borg show up and they kidnap Picard and he becomes the cutest of Borg.
You are an honorable player.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Worf. All right, let's see, should I do Ryan Richard? We're going to do Bionic Pinball Millionaire. Nobody does more for you than the Bionic Pinball Millionaire. I want to thank you all for joining me today. It was a pretty good game. You can support us over at Patreon, Cult of the Month. Just do a search for Cult of the Month and you'll find us. And we'll put your money to good use. I have never gotten this to work. Nope. Won't work today. Will never work. It has been teasing me for years, but thank you so much for joining us. Have a good time, and be sure to share and tell your friends. Thanks for supporting RetroFutureActive and Pincombo, where you combine pinball with whatever you want. We're having a good time here, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate you.